Hi, the shaky old man with a fat accent, Bjørn is back. Before we begin with today's topic, which is full frame lenses on medium format cameras, I'll give you the opportunity to join our exponentially growing community of, let's see, hmm, 3 subscribers. As stated before, I'm obsessed with the high resolution and sharp images. I followed the Canon line from APS-C to full frame up to Canon 5D Mark IV with 30 megapixels. But then Fujifilm announced its 102 megapixel medium format cameras GFX 100 and GFX 100S, so I decided to live on porridge and spent my money on the GFX 100S. I had, however, invested in some very nice lenses for my 5D Mark IV. A Canon 70 to 300 mm tele and a Canon 11 to 24 mm rectilinear wide-angle zoom. I really love it. Plus 2 exceptional size Otus lenses, 55 mm and 28 mm. Fantastically sharp lenses even at f1.4 and virtually no chromatic aberration, neither longitudinal nor lateral. I really hoped I could somehow use these lenses on my Fuji camera. 2 problems, however. 1. Get an adapter to convert from Canon EF mount to Fuji GF mount. 2. Sensor size differences between full frame and medium format. A full frame sensor has the same dimensions as a 35 mm film, that is 24 by 36 mm, with a ratio of 2 to 3 and a diagonal of 43.3 mm. The medium format sensor is quite a bit larger, 33 by 44 mm, with a ratio of 3 to 4 and a diagonal of 55 mm as shown here. The image circle of a full-frame lens must have a diameter of at least 44.3 mm to prevent vignetting. The big question now was, will my full-frame lenses have an image circle of 55 mm, or will they result in vignetting? And if so, will it be reparable in post? I took a chance and ordered an EF to GF adapter from TechArt. Upon arrival, my shakes increased when I started testing my full-frame lenses, and here are the results. Note that I use the preview depth of field, the icon with the aperture plates, which I described in last week's video. Canon 70 to 300 mm. At 70 mm there's a slight vignetting, decreasing with aperture, but it can be handled in post. At 135 mm, the vignetting is quite a bit larger at f4, but decreasing until f11. From there it grows worse again until at f32 it cannot be removed in post. At 300 mm there's a heavy vignetting at f4, but still removable in post. It decreases until f11, and from there it gets worse again. In conclusion, the Canon 70 to 300 mm can be used at all focal lengths, provided that the vignetting is removed in post. Next, let's take a look at my darling Canon 11 to 24 mm. At 11 mm, which corresponds to 8.6 mm on the Fuji camera, the vignetting from the lens shade is heavy and beyond repair at all apertures. At 15 mm, corresponding to 11.8 mm on the Fuji, the vignetting is minimal and easily handled in post. At 24 mm, the vignetting is removable between f4 and f7.1, but from there on it's beyond repair. Moving on to the Zeiss Otus lenses. First, the 28 mm. Alas, irreparable at all apertures. Lastly, the 55 mm. From f1.4 to f4, there's a slight vignetting, easily removable in post. From f4 and above, no noticeable vignetting. Eureka! It goes without saying that cropping may remove all the irreparable vignetting on all four lenses. This test is, however, the result for all 102 megapixels on the Fuji GFX 100S. The overall conclusion: can full-frame lenses be used on medium format cameras with 33 by 44 mm sensors? God only knows. It very much depends on the full-frame lens in question, at which aperture it is used, and for zoom lenses at which focal length. If you have a bunch of nice lenses from your full-frame life, you don't necessarily have to sell them when moving to medium format. And you don't necessarily have to abstain from moving to medium format just because the Fuji GF lens lineup is still limited. I hope you found this video somewhat useful. See you in the next one. Cheers!